Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, we are diving deep into one of India's most powerful public sector companies, NHPC Limited. When it comes to hydroelectric power, NHPC is the unquestionable leader in India. But with its renewable energy expansion towards solar and wind, the question is, can NHPC remain a key player in Indian energy sector? Stick around as we break down the strengths of the company as well as the growth triggers and the financials of the company. And let's understand what makes this Maharatna company a vital part in Indian energy transition. So before that, let's talk about a bit of history of NHPC. NHPC was incorporated in the year 1975 with one clear goal: to plan, promote and develop India's hydroelectric power in an integrated and efficient way. Over the period, NHPC has built a reputation as India's leading hydroelectric power producer. And today, it proudly holds the title of Maharatna, a recognition given only to India's most significant and reliable public sector companies. But NHPC hasn't stopped there. It has expanded beyond hydro and now it is moving into solar and wind energy. NHPC is India's leading hydroelectric power company with an operational capacity of 7 gigawatts spread across 22 hydro projects, which accounts for 15% of India's total hydroelectric capacity. The company also has 173 megawatts of solar plus wind projects, and the company has a total capacity of 7,170 megawatt power capacity in terms of hydro, solar and wind. NHPC wants to tap opportunities in renewable energy and as well as green hydrogen sector. Various solar projects and pilot green hydrogen projects are being taken up, which are under different stages of development. Now it is time for us to understand the subsidiaries of the NHPC. If you look at the subsidiaries, the list goes on. It starts with NHPC Limited, Chenab Valley Power Project Limited. Next one, Ratil Hydroelectric Power Corporation Limited. Next one is BSUL. Next one is Lanco Teesta Hydropower Limited, Jal Power Corporation Limited, NHPC Renewable Energy Limited, and last one, LDHCL. And next, NHPC has power plants across the country. There are more than 25 power stations with different capacities across different states like Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, Manipur, and even in different UTs. Now it is time for us to understand the industry overview. India's power sector is one of the most diversified in the world and holds the title of being the third largest producer and consumer of electricity globally. It is a sector fueled by both conventional and non-conventional sources, and conventional sources include coal, hydro, natural gas, oil and nuclear power, and non-conventional sources such as wind, solar and even waste-to-energy solutions. With electricity demand increasing rapidly across the country, the growth for this industry is not going to slow down anytime soon. As of January 2024, power generation in India rose by 6.8%, reaching an impressive 14,052.43 billion kilowatt hours. But what does this mean for players like NHPC? It means opportunity and plenty of it. The Indian power sector has come a long way in the past decade, transforming from a power deficit to a power surplus nation. A series of concrete measures led to 57.89% increase in generation capacity from 275 gigawatts in March 2015 to approximately 441.96 gigawatts in March 2024. And if you look at the installed generation capacity, as on March 2024, it stands at 441.97 gigawatts, comprising of 243.22 gigawatts thermal and 8.18 gigawatts nuclear, 190.57 gigawatts renewable, including large hydro of 46.93 gigawatts. Now, if you look at the strengths of the company, the first strength is large projects. The foundation was laid for 3 large projects. First one is Dibang Multipurpose Project. It is one of India's largest projects in the country, which is a hydropower cum flood moderation scheme. The project envisages utilization of gross height of 230 meters by construction of a 278 meters high concrete dam across River Dibang. The estimated energy generation with an installed capacity of 2,880 megawatts works out to be 11,223 mega units for the 90% dependable year. In addition, the reservoir created behind the dam will provide flood moderation benefit downstream, for which reservoir will be kept 40.1 meter below full reservoir level in monsoon period. The backwater in the reservoir will travel up to a length of 41 kilometers in Dibang River and its tributaries. The flood moderation will save erosion of agricultural land and also control the damage to crops and further save crores of rupees being spent on flood control by the government. And the second project is 1200 megawatts Jalon Ultra Mega Renewable Energy Power Park, a joint venture with Uttar Pradesh New and Renewable Energy Development Agency. And when it comes to third project, which is a 300 megawatt solar power plant in Bikaner under the Government of India's CPSU scheme, Phase 2, Tranche 3, with total investment of over 1732 crores. And the second strength of the company is expert in-house design and engineering. NHPC has a full-fledged division dedicated to catering to the design and engineering requirements of its projects. The in-house design team and the extensive experience in hydropower sector gives NHPC an extra edge over other hydropower companies. They conduct survey before commencing any hydropower project that assist in avoiding or minimizing the threat of geological uncertainties during construction of various civil structures, powerhouses, etc. And the third strength of the company is regulated tariffs ensure stable returns. The tariffs for NHPC hydropower projects are based on the CERC regulations on a cost-plus basis, which ensures the recovery of depreciation, interest on long-term loan and working capital loan, return on equity and operational maintenance expenses. The tariff norms are notified for a block of 5 years. The recovery of fixed costs is subject to normative planned availability for each plant as notified by the CERC. NHPC has demonstrated a satisfactory operational performance in the past. And the fourth strength of the company is significant ownership of GOI. GOI stands for Government of India. Government of India is the major shareholder with a share of nearly 67.40%. It plays an important role in implementing government plan to add the capacities in the hydropower sector. The strategic importance of NHPC is also evident from the long-term loans extended by the Government of India at a concessional rates for some of its hydropower projects in Jammu and Kashmir. And the fifth strength of the company is Capex expansion plan. The company is aggressively planning its expansion, aiming to increase its hydropower capacity to nearly 12 gigawatts by FY28 with a long-term vision of achieving 24.6 gigawatts, marking a threefold growth. Simultaneously, NHPC is diversifying into solar and wind energy, targeting an increase from 173 megawatts to 1.6 gigawatts within the next 5 years. So these expansions are expected to increase the earnings of the NHPC in the future. Now, it's time for us to focus on the risks of the company. The first risk is plant locations impact the operational performance of the company. Let me explain how. NHPC power stations have achieved a total generation of nearly 21,779 mega units in 2023 to 2024 financial year. But if we compare it with the previous year's generation, it stands at 24,907 mega units. And even if you look at the plant availability factor, it stands at 77.60% in FY23 to 24 compared to the previous year, which means in 2022 to 2023 stands at 88.75%. But why there is a sudden decline in both PAF and the generation capacity? Major reason for the less generation is because of the floods that occurred in Himachal Pradesh and even in the Sikkim region. In Himachal region during July 2023, an unprecedented flash flood originating from Lonak Lake during October 2023 in Sikkim region and overall less inflow of water led to the less generation and hence lesser revenues. And the second risk of the company is project delays. The two major under construction projects of NHPC, first one is Subansiri and second one is Parbati, have witnessed sizable delays in execution and also associated cost overrun over the past years. These are now expected to be commissioned by the end of May 2026 and December 2024 respectively. And now it is time for us to focus on the financials of the company. NHPC's financial performance over the years reflects resilience and steady growth despite fluctuations in few operational metrics. Sales have generally trended upward, growing from 8,221 crore in FY15 to 10,607 crore in FY23. Though FY24 witnessed a slight dip to 9,632 crore, possibly due to external factors or project delays. Operating profit margins have remained robust, averaging around 55% within peak of 62% in FY15 and a noticeable dip to 44% in FY22. And if we look at the net profits, they have grown consistently, rising from 2,798 crore in FY15 to a peak of 4,261 crores in FY23, which is driven by the cost control and improved revenue streams. While FY24 saw a slight dip to 4,028 crore, NHPC's strong fundamentals supported by government policies and regulated returns position the company well for sustainable profitability and long-term growth. And if we focus on the shareholding pattern of the company, it also tells some interesting story. Promoter holding decreased from 73.96% in FY18 to 67.40% in FY24, reflecting the disinvestments. FIIs increased their stake significantly from 4.30% to 9.38%, signaling strong global investor confidence. While DIA holdings peaked at 15.26% in FY22, they have since declined to 9.76% by FY24. And if you look at the public shareholding data, it nearly doubled from 5.77% in FY23 to 12.31% driven by surge in retail participation, with shareholders growing from 7,41,000 to 3.9 million by FY24. So this indicates rising investor interest and market confidence in NHPC. Now let's talk about the growth triggers of the company. First one is green hydrogen technology. The National Green Hydrogen Mission launched by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in 2023 aims to make India a global hub for using, producing and exporting green hydrogen. Green hydrogen technology is at an nascent stage and emerging as the future scope of the energy. Emerging as the future source of energy in zero carbon emission category. NHPC is willing to leverage the opportunities of green hydrogen in the power sector to fulfill the grid balancing services and also to explore the end demand for the hydrogen in other sectors. And the second growth rate of the company is solar parks and the ultra mega solar power projects. One of the most important initiatives by the government of India to boost the solar industry is to set up these solar parks within the country. To overcome the land and transmission related challenges, development of solar parks and ultra mega solar power projects was rolled out in December 2014 with an objective to facilitate solar project developers to set up projects expeditiously. And the third growth rate of the company is untapped hydro potential. The deteriorating hydrothermal mix, peaking shortages and frequency variations have forced policymakers to turn their attention towards development of hydropower. India's huge untapped hydropower potential, especially in the northeast regions, provide opportunities for the development of hydropower. NHPC has an opportunity to tap on those untapped opportunities in the coming years, especially in India and neighboring countries. And coming to the fourth growth figure of the company, which is the renewable energy development in India. To achieve its target of 500 gigawatts in renewable energy capacity by 2030, India has implemented various measures, including the waiver of transmission system charges for interstate solar and wind power sales, establishing renewable power purchase obligations, and creating ultra mega renewable energy parks. The government is also supporting this ecosystem by providing PLI scheme. PLI stands for Production Linked Incentives. India has also set up innovative green energy trading platforms such as GTAM and GDAM. These platforms provide opportunity for the renewable energy producers to sell power on these platforms in the open market without signing any long-term power purchase agreements. And now it is time for us to focus on the ESG section. And ESG stands for Environmental Social Governance. So let's start with environmental section. NHPC is working to generate clean and affordable power by harnessing Indian water resources and as well as renewable energy sources. They're also investing in green energy to help their customers to reduce GHG emissions from its activities and facilities. NHPC has taken several steps such as implementing energy efficient lightings and building management solutions, solar installations, and reducing their fossil fuel consumption by shifting to electrical mobility solutions and retrofitting DG sets. Coming to the second section, which is the social. The company has spent around 41.58 crores through the CSR activities. A major CSR project of NHPC is aimed at providing 1.5 Tesla MRI machine to District Hospital Chamba, Himachal Pradesh. This initiative was undertaken during the period of January 2020 to April 2022 at a cost of nearly 785.16 lakh in collaboration with District Administration Chamba. The initiative aimed at equipping the medical college and hospital in District Chamba with a 1.5 Tesla MRI machine. This initiative has benefited nearly 5.5 lakh people in that area. And coming to the third section, which is the governance section. NHPC is involved in a 5 lakh rupees graft case. In September 2021, a special CBI court has granted bail to Harjit Singh Puri, who is the Chief General Manager of NHPC, in July 2021. He was arrested by CBI for accepting bribe to clear pending payments of private firm working in the corporate Parbati hydroelectric project in Kullu, Himachal Pradesh. The CBI alleged that when Mendiratha requested Puri to speed up payments, the latter demanded a bribe of nearly 5 lakh rupees. CBI had arrested Puri with Saini, who had allegedly brought the cash for the payment of bribe, they said. Later, Mendiratha was also arrested by the agency. And now, let's come to the conclusion. NHPC is the biggest player in the Indian hydropower sector and is now expanding into renewable energy sector. This step will give an extra edge for the company compared to its peers. Moreover, the major risk of the company is tied with the environmental conditions, including floods and landslides. The project execution capability of the company will be put to test over the next few years. The company has to complete its projects so that the revenue of the company will be increased in the next coming years. So that's all for the video, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. So if you're watching this series for the first time, please go to our previous videos. Thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video.